Hello everybody and welcome back once more to Anime Yay or Nay. I am the Outback Al.
I'm Hot for Justice.
I'm Yin&Jung.
I'm Chibi Noob.
I'm Jitters.
I'm CheerandCosplay.
And I'm Kozi.
And we're back. We did some Power Rangers last week and I really felt like I was still in a Power Rangers mood, so we watched a sort of Power Rangers show again this week with Love After World Domination, the romantic comedy superhero show from last year that's more or less just Power Rangers, but a romance. What'd you guys
disagree? I know you disagree with this assessment, Al, but I still say it's if the Red Ranger fell in love with Rita Repulsa.
It is. That's
No.
what I said too.
No, it is not. If you watched the show, like I hope that you did to be on this podcast, you would know that the organization goes Big Boss Man, Beast People, and then the person that the Red Ranger's in love with. At best, this is Red Ranger X Goldar. Okay? So let's be clear on that.
I think you just have a kink you want to see.
Maybe I do like flying monkeys. Maybe The Wizard of Oz was a very formative movie for me. We're not here to discuss that. What we're here to discuss is Love After World Domination. What did you guys think? I've seen this. Envy, did you? I think a couple of us saw this, right? And then
Yeah, I saw it when it was airing last year.
Okay. Anyone else have any experience with this before watching this week?
Nope.
Okay, so what'd the newbies think?
Do we want to go in order?
Do whatever you want.
I personally really enjoyed it. I think that it was fun. It was entertaining. I really enjoyed the characters. I hope that we get to see more of, like, the squad besides just the yellow gelato. Gelato.
Oh yeah,
That's so
they're
funny.
ice cream Power Rangers, by the way. We should mention that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm hoping we get to see, like, more besides red and yellow. We did see a little bit of, like, pink, like, with the yellow, but not, like, a whole lot, like, by herself in the first, like, 3 episodes. But, yeah, I hope that we get to see the, like, green and blue some more, especially because they seemed fun in their own little ways. Pistachio and ramune soda or whatever.
I love pistachio.
He gets he gets a whole episode.
I like him
Awesome. But yeah, so I really enjoyed it. I thought the characters, like, were good, like all the gelato people. And then I thought that the villains were interesting too. I like God, what's her name? The main girl.
Desumie.
Reaper Princess?
Desumie, yes. Reaper Princess, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like her. I think, like, she's, like, not too tsundere that it annoys me, because, like, sometimes tsunderes get on my nerves. Sorry for all you
tsundere at
tsundere
all?
fans out there. Like,
I was gonna
sometimes, but,
I
like,
mean,
not...
I didn't get any
a little
tsundere
bit
vibes.
tsundere, but not a whole lot.
Well, that's what I'm saying, is that, like, they didn't make her, like, a big tsundere, which is, like, good, because I don't like tsunderes.
I think she gives you, like, shy,
she
like,
was-
cutesy girl vibes. I don't know.
Yeah, I wasn't getting
Yeah.
tsundere, except for, like, that very first bit. I'm realizing we probably should have explained the plot before we started going into this a little bit. So the Red Ranger falls in love with an evil villainess.
Wait,
Pretty
aren't
much
you
it.
gonna let them finish the
Yeah, no, I
plot?
just wanted to drop that in there for anyone who hasn't actually watched the show. Please continue with your thoughts. It's a very simple premise.
Yeah.
Yeah, but, like, I guess what I was saying is that even when she's, like, kind of, like, all, like, playfully, like, huffy and whatever, that, like, it's not, like, too much for me to be like, okay, girl, knock it off or anything. Like, I still enjoyed her, like, character. I thought she was just the, like, right amount of, like, cutesy and, like, stuff. And I think that the red gelato, Fudo, yes, he's hilarious. They both have, like, no dating, like, experience whatsoever. And so when they're like, oh yeah, let's date, and we're both clueless, and we're gonna go on the date and, like, just go to the gym and work out and run and eat protein bars and stuff, and I was like... And they both were okay with it because they don't know what else to do during dates.
Later
and
on
I
in the
thought that
show,
was
he
funny.
becomes a big muscle-bound himbo and I know you like himbos, so
Dude, they're
he gets,
both.
Yeah.
I guess
They're
he gets
both
better.
himbos.
A little bit.
This pairing is himbo squared.
I love himbos. But yeah, those are my thoughts. I really liked it.
Hey, I heard you like himbo, so we had a himbo date a himbo.
Yeah.
God, that's an old meme. But who else had thoughts?
I guess go in order.
Am I up next? Is it me?
Do you usually go after Gav?
Yes.
Alright, yes. I liked this one a lot. At first, like, the first episode didn't thrill me that much. I was like, okay, it might get kind of, like, samey after a while if it's just gonna be, like, little incidents where they're just hiding from their friends or whatever. I thought it would get kind of boring to me. Like, I wasn't that crazy about, what's that one you really like? Love is War?
Yeah.
Because
I
it
love
felt,
that one.
like, kind of samey after a while. Even though I know, like, it's pretty good, like, it's pretty fun, but it just wasn't to my taste because of that. But then I watched the other 2 episodes of this, and it wasn't like that. So I was like, okay. It actually, like, I feel like there's a story that's gonna progress, and it actually was, like, really cute, like, romantic comedy-like, and not just, like, tiny, like, 6-panel incidents kind of thing. So I actually really enjoyed the other episodes, and the characters were really good. So I'm looking forward to actually, like, maybe continuing this one. I also think the main girl's really cute. I love her outfit. I'm almost like, cosplay? But,
Oh, wait till you see the other princesses.
I love her look so much. She's so cute. So yeah, I actually really like this one. And I think the, like, quote-unquote gimmick about, like, Power Rangers, but, like, one of them's dating, like, the bad guy is actually pretty cute. So I liked it. It was good.
So I guess I'm next. I was kind of bored, to be honest, but I think you guys know my taste well enough by now to know that that was probably gonna be the outcome for this one.
Yeah, we knew.
Yeah. So I guess my whole thing is like, I do like the idea of it. Like, I do like the idea of, the main hero and the villainess essentially, like, sort of starting a romance and falling in love. And I understand that it's, like, not supposed to be very angsty, because it's, like, a romantic comedy, so it's more supposed to be lighthearted. But I guess it's, like, I don't know, if it's that sort of relationship, I kind of want a little bit more stakes in, like, what they have going on, which I think is a little bit of an unfair assessment of mine, because, again, that the angst isn't supposed to go in with, slice of life rom-com about superheroes. But I think other than that, it was more like, I don't think the characters are bad. I guess, like, I've kind of found it just, like, they sort of, I do think they were funny, but maybe in kind of, like, sort of like a stock type of character, maybe? I don't know. I feel like maybe with a romance, I prefer a little bit more that they, like, try to learn a little bit more about each other, because I guess in episode 2, when he's, like, starting to freak out because he thinks she's ditched him because she didn't like their date, and then she just comes back because she went and got them some drinks while they went and ate protein bars, and it was actually like she was perfectly fine with whatever they were doing. I don't know, I feel like it's a perfect opportunity for, like, communication, and, like, establishing that as, like, an important part of, like, a relationship. But again, it was really played for laughs, which, again, it's a romantic comedy, I get it. So yeah, I guess, like, there were certain expectations that I would have for something like this that I kind of put on it that kind of weren't really met, which is unfair of me because, again, genre. But yeah, I think the one thing I did like was the cat. But I think that surprises absolutely no one.
What? Chibi likes a cat in an anime? Shocking.
But yeah, I guess, like, for how you would, rate it, I guess I would be on the lower end of meh. Like, it's not like I'm staring at the screen, my eye is twitching, and I'm, like, incredibly infuriated. It's just definitely not something for me.
Yeah, that's fair.
Well, I will say, Chibi, without getting into spoilers for anybody else who wants to continue watching the show, they do amp up the stakes a little bit. There are
Yeah.
episodes where Desumi and Fudo have to, understand each other and get past the misunderstandings, and there are episodes where they have to prevent the other sides of the team from both the villains and the heroes from figuring out their dating. So basically, these 3 episodes didn't show the full meat and potatoes of the show. So
A little bit more meat and potatoes would have been very nice.
Oh, it
yes,
happens pretty
yeah.
quick. I think you guys watched up to episode 4, episode 3. I think episode 4, someone they're very almost nearly discovered.
I mean, that's fine, and I guess like the cutesy package doesn't really help me very much. But
Yeah,
it's
but
fine.
as far as for me, I heard about this show from Reddit on the r/anime because that's where I usually find shows that aren't on my radar. People were describing the show, and I'm thinking, this sounds stupid. I watched the show. I watched it weekly. It was stupid. But to me, it was a good stupid.
Good stupid.
I liked Fudo and Desumi. There is one thing, though, that did kind of... There was 2 things that bothered me. They're kind of slight spoilers, so whoever doesn't want to hear this, close your eyes for a couple... Close your eyes. Close your ears for...
eyes. Yes, that's
Close
how,
your
that's how sound
headphones.
works.
Close your ears for a couple seconds. I didn't like how some of the Gelato members didn't get a lot of character development. Like, it was basically
No.
Pink, Gelato, and that was it to me. I felt like Green, Blue, and Yellow were just kind of background characters.
No,
Okay.
Green got an episode.
Yeah, but even then, he really wasn't. He wasn't a main focus actor.
So, question.
Hmm.
Does Pink get screen time because she has a crush on Fudo?
Yes.
How could you tell?
Oh, there's gonna be a
Because
triangle.
No,
because
there's
obvious
not.
trope is obvious.
It's more of a quadrilateral.
And this really isn't a criticism, it's just something funny. Fudo barely does any action in the show, minus a few episodes, because it's almost comical how the 4 Gelato members are fighting I forget what the villain organization is called. They fight them. They fight them so often while Desumi and Fudo are on their dates or hangouts, and they frame it as, oh, they're distracting each other. It's the boss versus the boss. But really, they're just blowing each other's teams off for the dates. That's kind of clever and stupid at the same time. But yeah, overall, I did like the show. You can put your earphones back in.
You didn't really spoil anything. I'm going to be real with you.
No.
Okay, well,
You just said some characters didn't get as much development as you wanted. I mean, that's not really a spoiler.
But
And
yeah,
honestly, that's a valid criticism, I think.
yeah.
Yeah.
Overall, I would. Well, I will say this: I feel like the Gelato members didn't get a lot of development, but the princess members later on in the show,
Mm-hmm.
especially 3 of the princesses that were introduced, I thought were pretty funny and pretty entertaining. And it's one of those shows for me where you have to turn your brain off, because yeah, if you take the show seriously, you're gonna be like, what's the point? But because it's a satirical romp based on, the Power Rangers, but just flipping on its head like that, I thought it was pretty good. And I like a lot of the main characters. I like the drama. I like the entertainment factor. So yeah, I had a good time with it.
So, me and Kozi had trouble finding this one. I think since it came out so recently, all the Skull and Crossbones sites were striking it down immediately.
Oh, dear.
No,
And it
you
was
don't have Crunchyroll.
not premium, no.
No,
have
it
to
was.
pay
You
for it.
could still watch it, I think, because it's been out
Nope.
long enough.
Nope.
Oh, never mind then.
Premium only. And that blew. I can't even. We've watched the first episode, and now I can't even find the website that we watched that one on.
Oh my god. Sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, I technically shouldn't recommend this because it's technically piracy, but 9anime is a website that I go to a lot.
I'll have to look into that one.
So-
But from the first episode, the show looked very silly, and I love a silly show. I feel like the blue gelato is especially a little shitball. I'm like,
Yep.
oh,
He
that's
is.
my boy.
He is.
I know immediately.
Same.
Of course, we have the same
Same.
taste in everything, Gab. Of course.
We do.
Yeah, I wish I could watch more of it, but that's all I got. Bye. See you guys next week, I guess.
Kozi?
I didn't like how much they sexualized the girl. To be fair, I feel like they also did it to the guys, though. Like, that spandex was pretty tight.
Like, just the opening with Pistachio's ass.
I thought the girl's outfit was super cute. I don't know.
See a little skirt.
I didn't
You're talking about
see
the
it.
villain or the...
Yeah, the villain.
Oh, okay, never mind.
And just, like, the whole sequence where, like, he's listing off all of her, like, likes and dislikes, that was a little weird.
Yeah, I also felt
He was
very
kind of
uncomfortable.
stalkerish there.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, it's
True.
just from your social media. I'm like, nah, not all of that was on social media.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm like, how did he even find that? Like, does she go by Reaper Princess elsewhere? Is her first name known?
It's just Reaper,
Semantics.
last name Princess.
Do they all know who she is as, like, a civilian?
No.
It's weird. She technically goes to a high school, and she technically has a real name. Some people put two and two together, others don't. Like, Fudo and Desumi know who each other's real identities are.
I mean, to be fair, Fudo's a public figure. Everyone knows he's the Red
Yeah.
Ranger.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
like ran out into a park before they transformed. Like,
Yeah.
whoa,
Yeah.
shouldn't you have like a secret identity or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, I will say Fudo and Desumi know who each other's real identities are. The rest of the gelato do not know. Well, spoilers, the pink one eventually figures out about Desumi, but otherwise the other three don't.
That's part of the quadrilateral.
Also, like, since we only saw the first episode, like, what has the princess actually done? Like, what bad thing has she actually, like, done?
They explain why she joined that organization, and I do not want to spoil it because it's honestly a pretty funny twist.
I can tell you at least what their day-to-day thing is. I think they explain in episode 2, the point of the organization is to create negative emotions in people, and then they absorb they like siphon off those negative emotions to create monsters, and they're trying to build up energy to make a really big monster. So their job is basically go to public place with a bunch of people and just ruin everyone's day.
Oh no!
Funny.
So basically,
Okay.
instead of
Chara.
instead of the incubators with entropy, they want negativity.
Which, you know, in a weird way, if you're sucking away people's negative energy, even if you're the one who made it, it's kind of a service a little bit. I don't know.
The monster
In a-
part
in a,
wouldn't
in a
be,
round,
but-
okay, yes, and the monster thing is
Yeah.
okay, but
Yeah,
I
we were a
mean-
little confused because it was like she just kind of ran out into the park in panties and a cape and was like, "I'm evil," and they were like, "Okay, we're gonna kill you."
Yeah.
They
I
do,
mean-
yeah.
If it's siphoning off negative emotions, are they just like not necessarily taking it away, but they're like creating a source and then absorbing it from
yeah,
said
yeah,
source?
that's what it is.
So, like,
It's the graphic they use to describe it as kind of like everyone looks unhappy, then they siphon away the negative energy, and everyone looks happy. I'm like, okay, if you weren't causing the bad part to make the negative stuff, this would almost be a good thing.
So she
It's Bowie
runs
Boo.
out and pops all the balloon at a balloon cart and makes the kids cry and then sucks up their crying.
I mean, kinda. It's like Monsters, Inc. when you think about it.
Yeah.
I mean, a little bit.
It's really magical, boys.
Oh my god! It is fun.
Yeah.
It is.
They do explain later on in the show why she is a part of that organization. And it's not what you'd expect. I'll say that.
Does she have any powers or is she just a normal girl?
Super
no, wait,
strong.
she was flying. I'm dumb.
They fly in the same way that everyone flies in these shows. They're not actually flying, they're just jumping really, really good.
So Superman.
Yeah. They're falling with style, to take from another Pixar movie.
So she's a Karen.
She's a what?
She's a Karen. As a
How is she a Karen?
professionality. Her job is to go out and make people feel bad.
I would say Gecko as the whole would be a Karen. She's just making a paycheck.
I don't think that excludes her from being a Karen, though.
Oh.
But I think her sitting out from every fight might.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I enjoyed this when I first watched it. Had a lot of fun with it. The dub's actually pretty good, which is fun. I'm finding a lot of more comedy dubs are better nowadays. I think they finally figured out, hey, just a little extra, like, either way more sincerity or way more sarcasm goes a long way.
I think what I've noticed too the last couple years is that they've been allowing, even though they're on a time crunch because they're usually like a few weeks behind the sub, they tend to not so much do a direct translation, just match the joke as much as possible, or just match the lip flaps as much as possible, but otherwise write whatever you want.
Yeah, they found a happy medium between the chaos of the early 90s and the kind of stagnant copy paste of the, I'm going to call the mid 2010s.
Yeah, I will say they found a good medium with the localization and knowing how to use current comedy.
Yeah.
Or at least current jokes.
I mean, like, I feel like some of the jokes are a little universal. Like, I think part of it just comes from the characters. Like, Fudo is very much just that, like, single-minded, I am a hero, I do heroic things, and everything must be heroic! And then, like, you know, what happens when you're in a not-hero
situation. Just put
situation.
on your Mayor Jimmy voice.
Yeah, well,
Mayor Jimmy!
Watch our Scarlet Hollow playthrough. But it's also kind of funny when you have, like, that, I'm the hero, also, I don't know what's going on. And I am very confused by this entire scenario.
Oh, I did also. The old guy.
Oh, Big Gelato?
Yeah. Him encouraging Fudo, top tier.
Yeah, no. He, honestly, I think, Envy, you're right. The background characters definitely needed a little bit more time to shine, because all of them, even if they are kind of just a series of single kind of trope characters, they're single trope characters done well. Blue is very fun.
Here's my thing too. The the people in the bad organization, like the princesses, like, I guess I could say their characters' names since they're not technically, like, the Beast Princess, the Ninja Princess, and the Blood Princess. They get moments to shine. I thought the four of them with Desmi worked great together. Yeah. It's just I felt like Yellow and Blue and Green Gelato maybe had moments in some episodes, but they really didn't get much, to me, development. Like, the Yellow Ranger was just to be the drunk, hot-looking 20-something-year-old adult. The blue one is, I hate to say it, to be your basic fuckboy. And the green one is to be the smart intellectual. So,
okay, I'm going to be real with you here.
Well,
do you really think there's much more to Blue than just being the fuckboy?
We don't know.
I don't think there's anything else to be added there.
I'm wondering if the reason they did that is maybe if they thought they made the other characters a little bit more interesting, that it would sort of outshine, like, our main protagonist a little bit. I don't know, because I find that in these sorts of shows, like, a lot of times, like, not necessarily the non-principal characters, but the other people on the team sometimes tend to outshine, like, your protagonist, at least in terms of, like, some of the fan base, with how much they're liked.
That's fair.
If you, like, really give them a personality. And since the focus is really on, like, our main couple, I feel like, you know, it would probably detract a little bit from, like, anything that they would have going on. But I do think, like, developing them would probably also be interesting and sort of funny.
Yeah. I mean, I like what they did with the princesses and some of the people in Gecko. But to be fair, I think, like, it kind of, you know, is a bit of a reverse from the normal Power Rangers kind of thing. I mean, like, like, in Power Rangers, you know the team, and I think you are right, Chibi, in saying that sometimes the other Rangers can outshine Red a little bit, because usually the trait that goes with Red is just, I'm the leader. But, you know, when you have the evil organizations, other than the people at the top, like your Rita Repulsas and that, you know, who has a personality or a character outside of that usually? Some do, true, but a lot of them tend to go by the wayside, and this time it's kind of like, oh, we're going to look at the evil organization. It's going to almost, at points, become a workplace comedy for them. and we're gonna have less of the Rangers development kind of thing. So I don't know. It's a bit of a reversal, I think.
I'm sorry. I'm still on. Did you say Blood Princess? That's the most metal name ever.
Yes,
They're
there
not
is a
nearly. Well, there's also a Steel Princess, so that's pretty metal.
Oh, that's who I was thinking of, not Ninja Princess, Steel Princess.
Yeah, it's Reaper Princess, Beast Princess, Heat Princess, Blood Princess, Steel Princess, and Princess Judgment.
Ooh.
So, yeah.
Yeah, the princesses later on in the show, they're a riot. Like, you almost, and even like the other people, like the giant bear, I forget the character's name, the giant bear, he gets some laughs from me from time to time. So, like, Gecko, you almost want to hang out with them and be a part of their organization. Almost.
I'll be real with you. I think the majority of this show is a superhero romantic comedy, but if Fudo's not around, it becomes The Office, but for a villain organization.
That honestly sounds like a show I would watch.
Okay, I'm going to be real with you. Chibi, I think you should actually watch some more of the show. Because I think they get to stuff that you would like later.
Okay, who's the princess who's in a blanket?
Oh, that's Steel Princess?
Steel Princess, yeah.
Oh, so it's not a blanket.
It's not what?
It's not a blanket then.
Oh no, it's like a cape.
She looks like Aizawa in his sleeping bag.
Yeah, exactly.
So if we could make this like Love is War, and I can only watch the clips that had Chica in it, but instead it's just The Office with all the princesses?
There are a couple episodes that are just that.
Ooh.
I mean, to be fair,
I would love that.
The way these episodes break down, the majority of it is like 11-minute episodes, and you get 2 episodes per full episode kind of thing.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
You get a little bit of everything, and they kind of go across a whole bunch of stuff. There's, like, I enjoyed the amusement park one, but there's also, like, they have a beach episode where the cover is we're going to attack Gelato 5 while they're testing out a boat that's going to be part of their Megazord. But really, it's for a beach date. And everyone else is kind of in on it at a certain point. There's like, hey, we're at the beach. You know what? We might as well beach it up. And then there's... honestly, I don't know about you, Envy. I think the best episode was episode 10, the school festival thing.
Oh, that's a tough one. I liked the beach episode. I liked I don't want to get too much into spoilers, but yeah, a lot of the episodes and clips are really funny. Basically, anytime Fudo and Desumi have to interact with other people, and it's not just those two.
Yeah.
On a like, and they're not bad. They do have chemistry, and I do like them together. But when they're trying to interact with other people and trying not to blow their cover, I think that's when the comedy of the show really shines. Because you meet Desumi's family later on, and you meet Fudo's
oh god, Fudo's
mother.
Mom.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So it's more of a situational comedy with romantic comedy elements.
But in that regard, and I'm not going to go into spoilers, but I will give you the overall setup. School festival, Fudo goes to see Desumi, but there's like 5 other princesses who are involved, and another ranger, and everyone's in civilian, and everyone's trying to make sure no one figures out anything. But it's also complete chaos, and it's hilarious.
Because there's a superstition involving one element of the festival that Desumi and Fudo want to do, and that's all they want to do. And basically, it's Murphy's Law. Anything that could go wrong goes wrong for them.
Yeah, but it's fun.
That sounds fun.
But yeah, I'd say give these a couple more episodes if you can find them, because I don't know, man. I'm not gonna say that this is like, actually, you know what? I did read a thing online. Someone else might have had the best possible quote I've ever heard for this show. Nicholas Dupree praised the production for keeping the Super Sentai humor fresh while displaying some A+ rom-com blushing, cool fight choreography, and proper cheesecake in its fan service, concluding that, I'm not going to tell you the show is deep, or thought-provoking, or even particularly romantic, but what I will say is I had a big dumb grin on my face the entire episode. And I'm like, yeah. That was my exact experience.
That sounds accurate.
Okay, so when do the other princesses really show up then?
I mean, like, they start showing up in episode 3, I think, in that, like, boardroom thing, and then they just, over time, just keep becoming larger supporting characters.
Okay.
I will say episode 5 is probably when you get introduced to the Steel Princess, and then eventually you get Beast Princess.
Oh, Beast Princess is
Oh.
in there with Steel Princess.
Since we're on the discussion of the villain organization, does anyone else besides me think their leader looks like Waluigi?
No, yeah, he does, but if he, like, took some steroids.
Mm.
I think it was supposed to be maybe a little more on the side of M. Bison, though.
I mean, I guess. But all I could see was the hat and the mustache.
It's okay,
Yeah,
the
no.
leader of Gelato, he looks like Dr. Wily to me from AYoN,
Yeah.
so...
Yeah, kind of serves a bit of the same. But wait, Dr. Wily or Dr. Light?
Oh, Dr. Light, excuse
Dr.
me, you're
Light.
right.
Dr.
Yeah,
Wily's
you're-
the skinny one.
Yeah, Dr. Wily's the evil one. Yeah, but he reminded me of Dr. Light.
Yeah, no, I got that too. I still think it's just like, why would and I'm realizing, you know, looking, because I did like a lot of looking at some different Super Sentai and Power Rangers and all sorts of other like stuff, and I'm like, why ice cream? And then I thought to myself, you know what? It's not the craziest thing to have your team themed around.
True.
Do you guys want to know, like, we keep bringing up Mighty Morphin Power Rangers in regard to, oh, the Red Ranger dating Rita. Really, it's Goldar. Let's not go back into that. But do you want to know what this actually kind of came from? Kozi, you'll love this. So, this is sort of based off a plot from... I always butcher it. Kyosoku Sentai Turbo Ranger, which was the basis for Power Rangers Turbo.
Beautiful.
So, there was a story, or at least a running gag here and there of...
Wait, so it's not Rita Repulsa then?
It's not Rita Repulsa, and it's not the leader. It's God, what was her name? Hang on.
Jim started with a D.
No, not Divatox either. It's... Her name was Beauty Zonetti? Something like that. I'm sending a thing in the chat. This is her.
Okay.
Can you see where Decime's costume came from?
Yes.
Yeah.
And she was in love with the Red Ranger.
Son of a bitch.
I
It
want
all
to say
makes sense
specifically.
now.
I need to be specific about this. She was in love with the Red Ranger, not the guy in the suit.
Oh.
So anytime he took the suit off, she was like, I hate you. But then as soon as the suit came on, I love you. And like,
Doesn't
I
that
don't
happen
know what.
Doesn't
what
that
the
happen
fuck.
with what's that show?
Miraculous Ladybug.
But yeah, Miraculous
Well,
Ladybug.
there you go.
One person likes a character out of their costume, another person likes a character out of their costume, or something like that.
But I will say the
One
difference
person
there.
likes them in costume, one person likes the other person out of costume.
But I think the point for that one is like, oh, they don't know that the other person's in the costume, right? This person knows who the person in the suit is, but they don't like the person in the suit, but they like them when they're in the
Wait.
suit.
She's just like,
Oh,
I
that
only
reminds
like you in the
me-
suit.
That
Like-
reminds me so much of something that I have actually heard before, but I can't place it.
I don't know. It's dissociative something. I don't know. It's some weird... Look,
No,
she's
no,
an
no, no,
evil
no, no.
villain.
It's,
She's
it's
crazy.
actually it was something else from another show. And I can't
Maybe
remember.
it was this.
No, it wasn't that.
She just
It was a
has fetish
cartoon.
for the suit.
She's into the suit.
She's into the suit alone.
She's like, I
Sorry.
love you. The mask stays on.
Yeah, that stays on during.
Yeah.
I will point out, like, by the end of the show, she did turn to the side of evil and became She-Ra.
What?
Oh my
You mean the
God.
side
She
of
turned to the
good?
side good, you mean?
Yeah, she was purified from evil. And tell me that costume isn't
That is
just She-Ra.
That's stuff
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I thought that was kind of fun. Anyone want like a really weird fact about this person in a kid show?
What?
So before this, she was an adult video actress.
Wait, do you
Oh.
mean the
She was a porn star.
the actress or the character?
The actress was a porn star.
Ah,
And
Yeah,
then
no, the
jump-
character
made the
was
jump to a
porn
kid
star.
show. Difficult jump to make, but hey, she did it. So good on her. And I won't say whether I've looked up a bunch of stuff about her, but you know, I might have looked up some stuff about her.
I actually meant the
Just-
character.
Yeah. No, they're not going to include that storyline in a kid show, but you know, I'm just throwing it out there. Hey, good looking lady.
Does she do stuff in costume?
Well, mostly
She'd make a lot of money that way.
mostly out of costume. If
Right,
if you know
Like, you
the
start
general
in
industry.
the Power Rangers costume.
No. I think she quit and then became a Power
Oh,
Rangers
okay.
villain.
She didn't keep it going.
I don't think so. She kind of dropped off the map. I think she just wanted to like live privately for like after this show. So,
That's
which
fair.
is it's fair. It's very fair.
She has a Barbie car.
Yes.
Yeah, there. I mean, to be fair, this was the car one. That's like kind of one of those sillier versions of the show. So yeah, I don't think they would have been able
Wait, which Power Rangers is this?
Turbo. Remember the one I kept saying was like super goofy and weird?
So is this a different Red Ranger than the one I know?
Yeah, it's very different. Red. Well,
It's
so-
Tommy
not to get
at
back
this
into
point,
it, but
isn't it?
Tommy at the beginning was the Red Ranger, and then he left and gave his power to someone else. To the first, I think the first black actor to portray a Red Ranger.
Oh.
So
And
is
then,
she in love
yeah.
with that guy?
She's not in the Power Rangers. She's in the Japanese, the Super Sentai.
Oh, okay. So it's
Oh.
the
She's a
other-
live action character, so it would have been a little more difficult to incorporate her into the
Gotcha.
American
So she's
footage.
not in the American at all.
No, I don't
Okay.
believe so.
I
no.
think Diva Talks
Oh,
is
that's
supposed
sad.
to be her replacement.
Is she?
I don't know.
I thought Diva Talks was the number one. She's not the number one villain in this. She's like Decimi, she's not like the leader of the organization kind of thing. She's one of the Goldars, if you will. So I don't know.
I don't know. Diva
But-
Talks is popping up a lot with just searching for beauties on that.
Cause she's a pretty lady with titties, and she's in a Power Rangers
I'll look
thing.
her up now.
I mean, she's just not bad looking. I'm not, well, I'm not gonna say nothing. Yeah, she's a good-looking lady, and you know that may have been one of the reasons I had watched some Turbo. But you know, certainly why I rented it so much.
Her mask is throwing me off.
Okay, the mask is a little much, but yeah.
It's like giving me an eye twitch a little bit.
The mask?
I think that might have been why she had the mask.
It's like not symmetrical and it bothers me.
I want to see.
Like a very wonky mask.
Is it posted
It's-
in the chat?
I was just
It's
looking
like
up
Phantom of
this
the
show,
Opera.
Love After World Domination. Apparently, the manga didn't last that long. It just ended this year after Volume 6, and
yeah, I
apparently-
think.
apparently the anime covered up to like Volume 4, so it doesn't have that much
Wow.
left to adapt.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't think there's going to be. I don't think there's been any announcement for like follow up or anything, and I don't know that. You know, they
Yeah.
might have enough to do a short season. I'd love it. I'd love to see it, but I doubt it's going to happen.
Yeah.
But you never know.
I mean, maybe they could do a movie?
I'd be down for a Power Rangers romantic comedy movie. Absolutely. Why not? I mean, these guys have like, what have they done so far? They went on a date. They held hands. They cut a cake. These two need to just fucking make out already.
It's like it's almost like with anime, you got to follow like the 30 steps of Jake from Adventure Time, at the different tiers or something like that.
Oh yeah.
What's step 25?
Stay away from that.
Okay. Any other thoughts on this before we head out?
Nope.
The opening is pretty cute.
Yeah. It's alright. The opening and ending are good. I kind of, my favorite part of it was just like the little sax solo at the, right at the tail end of the opening. I don't know why. It just reminds me of something and I can't put my finger on what.
And fun fact, this is because I'm a nerd. The Japanese voice actor and actress for Fudo and Desumi sang the OP.
I kind of figured that.
That makes sense. Okay, so I'm a yay. So, anyone else?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm a yay.
Potential
since I
yay.
watched the whole thing.
Potential yay. You'll have to pirate some stuff.
Time to sail the high seas again, lads.
I'm still in the meh category. Again, I do think probably like maybe some more different material from the series would probably be like a better way for me to like have a more I would say more positive thinking, but I guess I would need to give it a few more episodes just to see.
Well, Steel Princess gets with the bear. There you go. That's your kink.
What?
Stop saying that.
Spoilers.
Wait, what?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Is that the Beast
Forget it.
Princess?
No.
Moving on.
Moving on. So next week,
Next week.
you know what? Is anyone else in a lovey-dovey mood? I certainly have been. This is the best segue I can to say. We're doing romantic comedies for a little bit. Not just romantic comedies, some weird romantic comedies. This was kind of a weird romantic comedy. How about another type of romantic comedy? How about one with giant robots and a child soldier who falls in love with a high school girl? Full Metal Panic next week. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.
Hey, thanks for watching, and if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and ring the bell icon for notifications. If you enjoyed this video, give us a like, and if you haven't already, check out some of our previous episodes, our daily gaming videos, or our parody series Madoka Magically Abridged. See you next time!